All right, so today is June 28th, 2021. We've noticed some small hive beetles in the hive, so we're going to be treating the hive for that today as well with doing a little bit of a brood inspection. And we're going to be putting the beetle traps. We're going to be putting two on this, the brood frames down here, and then one in the brood frames right here. So that way when the bees are like kind of chasing the beetles around, they can chase them into our little beetle traps, and then they'll get stuck, and voila, no more beetles. So we'll take all of our little parts off, and then we'll get started with putting the beetle traps in. All right, so we got the top off and we're in the brood. We're gonna check this edge frame because the beetles like to lay their eggs in the larva in the corners of the brood. So we're gonna pull this guy out of here and we're gonna see what we got going on. Okay, so I don't see any larva or anything on this.
Get off my...
It's actually almost like brand new brood. There's a little bit of capped honey on this side, but they've really been cycling it out, it looks like. What you guys have been looking like. Yeah, I don't see any larvae. It looks like a really healthy hive. All the brood or all the eggs have hatched. That's why it's all empty in the middle. I don't see the queen. I see a lot of drones. So in the next couple days, this will get filled up with new eggs and brood. All right, so we're moving on to the second frame, just making sure everything's nice and healthy in here. All right, and this one is just loaded up with bees. So this one has been closest to me. There's a chunk of capped cells. They're about to hatch in the next couple of days, but for the most part, it looks like this has been a freshly hatched cell or brood frame, which is a great sign. Just means the hive's really healthy. And we're gonna look it over on this side. There's the same thing. It's just we got some capped cells close to me, and we just have a whole lot of bees all over us. All right, let's see if I can spot the queen real quick. I don't see her on this side. Got anything? All right. Let me put this one back. I'm gonna throw this one back down. All right, so we filled the beetle blaster up with a little bit of vegetable oil. That way when the bees chase them in here, the beetles, they won't be able to crawl back out. We're just gonna stick it in right in here. Get all the bees out from under it. All right, so we're putting in the second one now. Just a couple frames over on the other side so that the bees have some room to move around and they're not all congested by it. Some cotton off my glove. I'll just pick that off. That was from the fire starter. Put that on the rod, get rid of it. All right, and just like that. And then now I'm gonna push the frames back together some so that the bees don't try and think that there's some more room, so they build more frame. And also to kind of lock in the beetle blaster, the trap, in place so the bees can't push it around. All right, now I'm gonna put this last edge frame back in, just nice and slowly. All right, so we're at the second brood. I'm making sure that there's no small hive beetles. All I see on this side is capped honey.
Same on my side.
Yeah, I mean, that's just awesome. I don't think the queen's gonna be up here at all. See a couple drones. Just a healthy hive. And back it goes. Alright, so now we're gonna put our third and final beetle blaster on here. We're putting it on the top second brood frame to make sure that all of both broods can get plenty of help with the beetle blasters. Got some stubborn bees that don't want to let it in. They'll get out of the way. Alright. Okay, and now I'm going to put the super back on. Or actually the queen excluder. Don't want to forget about that. That is super important. Okay, now that the queen excluder is on, we're going to put the super back on, and then we'll be set and ready to go rumble. Alright, then all that's left is the roof. Alright, so now we're going to put the top on. And just like that, we're all done.